Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. And right now we are healing. Um, when you're a mom or when you're a grandmother, whichever the case may be, nothing is better than having children that bring home everything. And right now I have the little one in daycare. Can you hear it? I don't even have to tell you, right? I have the little one in daycare and the older one's in school. So they've bought everything under the sun home. Now, just because you eat healthy and just because you have access to herbs and everything, that does not make you above the law. Okay, you can still catch things. The thing is that number one, the illnesses do not last as fast. Number two, you don't have to go running to the hospital with them or the doctor because you know how to take care of them in other ways. And number three, it's not going to take you completely down, right? Because I know how to take care of these things. My kidneys are filtering correctly, my liver is working the way it's supposed to be, and my colon is getting cleaned out daily. So my lungs are not going to get as congested as, let's say, someone else's lungs would, or you're not going to have as the breathing problems. But my problem right now is strep throat. Yeah, and it hurts. And I refuse. I'm one of those people. I have not taken antibiotics, any form of antibiotics. And I'm not saying I am above antibiotics or I will never take antibiotics, because I don't like saying never, because, you never know. But I will avoid antibiotics at all costs because they are not good for you. 90% of the time, they prescribe them for things that should not be prescribed, like viruses and bacteria. Yeah, they work on, but viruses, most of the stuff you catch is viruses, and doctors are very good about just handing them out like candy. And what ends up happening is they start building up in your system, and next time you get sick, that same antibiotic might not work on your system, and then they have to end up giving you something like Cipromax, which, if you're watching this video, please write that down. Ciprofloxacin. Please don't ever take that. That stuff is one of the deadliest antibiotics out there. Doctors have a really bad habit of prescribing it. I've seen people have issues from just taking one dose, and I've seen people snap ligaments and everything else from taking that crap. I don't know what other word to use, but that's exactly it. So anyway, in order to deal with my strep throat and the children's strep throat, I'm going to show you. I was going to do other videos, and then I thought, no, we're going to move on to this one, because I'm sure if I'm having, excuse me, if I'm having the issues with the breathing and the problems in my throat and the swallowing and the pain, I'm sure there's other people out there too. So I'm going to show you my absolute favorite recipe. And this is not one of those, oh, it's going to take me a minute or two to work. I'm talking instantaneous. So that's why I love it. And you sip this. You do not drink this. Oh my God, you will choke. You want to sip it, and you can sip it throughout the day, and you can have as much of it as you want as needed. It's not one of those, well, I can only do. I even sometimes I like to take a little shot glass and just do it that way and keep it in the refrigerator. You can also drink it hot, or you can drink it cold, so it's up to you. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, I normally don't do honey or sugars or anything like that in any way, shape, or form. And you can omit the honey if you want. It just makes it taste a little better. And of course, honey does have a bunch of healing properties and everything else when you have a cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of raw honey. If you can use Manuka honey from New Zealand, that is even better. But I know a lot of you are on a budget because of your illnesses, and that can get pretty expensive. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to get some pink Himalayan salt. And the pink Himalayan salt, basically, number one, it's going to kill any bacterias or anything like that, viruses that are in your throat. It's going to help to heal any redness going on. It's, you gargle with salt. There's a reason. And it also has almost 100 of the minerals that the body needs. So that's also going to mineralize you at the same time. So what I do is I use half a teaspoon, a nice large half a teaspoon of the salt, maybe just a little bit more. Okay. And then you're going to use Bragg's Organic I know they sell other apple cider vinegars. As long as it's organic, it's okay. I like Bragg's because it has the mother in it. If you don't know what the mother is, look that up. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tablespoons. See, I'm almost out. I've been going through this stuff. 2 large tablespoons of Bragg's. Sometimes I might even go back in and add 1 more. And then you want to take either cayenne pepper, or I'm out of cayenne right now. I use a lot of cayenne pepper, the red pepper. So it doesn't matter. You can use cayenne pepper or red pepper. And what you want to do is you want to shoot like three splashes in there. Okay. And then I like to use distilled water. And just fill my little jar up. Man, I need this. I can feel my throat is just, feels like it's closing up. And then what you want to do is you just want to shake it real good to get that honey mixed in there. If you don't use the honey, it's a little easier to mix it up. I prefer the honey because, like I said, it has all that extra healing properties. Plus, it makes the drink taste better and everything else. And this is one of the few times that I do allow myself that sweetness. Plus, if you drink it at night, it's also good for your adrenals to get some sleep. And then what you want to do, let me see. Yes, perfect. And the relief is instant. I mean, instant. That cayenne pepper starts to kill any, or that red pepper, which I use, but you can use cayenne. It starts to kill any bacteria in there. That salt starts to work. The apple cider vinegar, it helps with the coughing. It instantly opens up your lungs, and man, you can kind of hold it in your mouth and drink a little bit. It opens up your sinuses. I love it. For sinuses, if I also have sinuses involved, I'll even do a tiny little bit of horseradish in there. Man, that sucker will open up your sinuses. And that's what I do. And that is the best sore throat remedy. I mean, I have tried everything. I've tried all the junk that they give. And for the little ones, what I do is I usually put it in one of those little dropper bottles, and I just take the dropper and I just drop it in there, and it just instantly opens it up. And like right now, you can hear I'm still a little bit congested, and what I keep doing is I just have that, and I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I don't care if I drink half of it until my throat, I can swallow, and my sinuses are open. Now, one word of caution. This is something that you want to start the minute you catch it, that you catch yourself having problems with your throat and everything else. This is not something, excuse me, that you want to do, you know, when your strep throat's already, well, you can, but please, you know, be smart about it. If you've gotten to the point where your strep throat is already closing up and your tonsils are like together and you can't swallow at all, and this isn't working after an hour, go see a doctor. You know, because like I said, I'm not beyond going to see a doctor. As a matter of fact, if you go back one of my videos, I recently was passing a kidney stone and I needed to be knocked out because the pain was so severe. So I'm not beyond using doctors. I'm not beyond anything like that. But I mean, I think they do have their place, and I will use them when I have to, but I will avoid it at all cost when it comes to antibiotics, because there's tons of stuff in your own kitchen that you can use. Salt, cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, and honey and water in order to heal a lot of stuff. This also, I mean, you can look up all the stuff that apple cider vinegar does. It's absolutely wonderful for blood sugar, your heart, cholesterol. It's amazing. Cayenne pepper, same thing. Cayenne pepper is wonderful for 10,000 million things. So not only are you getting the benefits of being able to swallow again and opening up your sinuses and being able to open up your lungs. But you also are getting all the wonderful benefits of this stuff inside your body at the same time. So it also helps you to heal and clean up any bacteria and viruses and stuff that you have going on. All right, till next time, till I can find 5 minutes in my day to do a video. Please stay happy, stay healthy. I'm going to start wearing a mask to go out in public. Because everybody's like walking around so sick. It's like, ugh, I don't want to catch any of this junk anymore. All right, but, you know, if I didn't catch the junk, I wouldn't be able to bring you these videos. All right, till next time, you guys, please love each other, respect one another. Love you. Bye-bye.